A very warm welcome to Commodity Champions that we bring to you as a special edition from Jakarta, Indonesia, which is the big hub of commodities really. When you talk about coal, Indonesia is the third largest producer of coal, but it is the world's largest exporter of coal. Indonesia also is the largest producer of nickel in the global markets. Nearly 30% of nickel comes in from Indonesia. And then Indonesia also is the fifth largest producer of bauxite. It is the second largest producer for tin. It also is one of the major producers when it comes to gold. So globally, whatever gold is produced, 4% of that comes in from Indonesia. And when you talk about palm oil, 90% of global palm oil comes in from a few islands that are in Malaysia and Indonesia. So it is an important commodity country in that sense. And we're talking about edible oils, food security, palm oil today. And India actually imports nearly 60 to 65% of its edible oil requirement from the international markets. And a major chunk of that really is palm oil. Not that it's just used in cooking, but almost everything that we use, starting right from cosmetics to your shampoos, your lipsticks, your soaps, detergents, pharmaceuticals, everything has palm. There are concerns about deforestation. There are also concerns about ensuring that there's not too much of carbon footprint as well. How is the association looking at all of these concerns, and to top that, the point that the state is also looking at biofuel mandate and then ensuring that there is enough availability within the country also?
Yeah, one answer to that question is that we have to increase productivity so that we can also increase the production. But the way that we increase the production, not through the expansion of other areas with unsustainable fashion, but we have to increase productivity as much as we can. But if still possible, also through the area expansion in sustainable fashion, especially, for example, in Indonesia, there are a lot of the so-called degraded land.
Okay.
The land that being degraded, and that if does not didn't use, right? So if we can convert that through, for example, oil palm plantation, and then we develop the plantation in sustainable ways, I think that's also answering the question of the affordability and availability. And with that also we can also fulfill the mandatory biofuel program, as well as the fulfilling the growing demand of palm oil in the international market.
There's so much conversation right now about sustainability, and especially the palm. It is a versatile oil, and the demand only seems to be going higher right now. What would you say on where we stand when it comes to the industry?
Yes, it's very important. The palm oil industry committed meeting the sustainability of the products, meeting the concern on how to address the environment, also maintaining the level of deforestation declining, which is in the past 5 years has been significantly made by the government of Indonesia as well as the government of Malaysia. That contributed very much to the sustainability of the palm oil. And with regard to also meeting with the sustainability of not only palm oil, but we are now embracing the other vegetable oil as well. So we learn each other from what we have practices in the palm oil sector to the other vegetable oil. And also we learn from the other vegetable oil what they are doing in meeting the sustainability standard. So through the initiative by CPOPC, we have a so-called Sustainable Vegetable Oil Conference that for this year was organized in Mumbai.
All right, yeah. So, because India is a very big market, we are one of the largest importers of palm oil in the world.
Yes.
How would you look at the sustainable sourcing, or rather, committed sustainable sourcing that India is doing right now? What is the number? Where would you want to see it?
We had made mutual recognition agreement. The MSPO, ISPO has been recognized by also the stakeholders in the India, which is also very important to have this recognition. What we have been doing respectively, Malaysia, Indonesia, in achieving the sustainability standard. So we don't need to develop different standard, but we are just stick to the respective national standard for the sustainability. That's very important. And India, as a big customer, also recognizing this national certification standard that we already developed in Malaysia as well as in Indonesia.
What in year 2023 has been in sense of prices, government decisions and the kind of availability, and then of course record high imports that India did in the last couple of months?
In terms of palm oil, we started on a very bullish note, and then in between of the year we had a good prices coming down, and then India was not buying and Indian demand completely disappeared. Prices were not in favor, and then India started coming back in somewhere around August, and when they started buying record imports, month-on-month record imports, and which even continues till today.
Right.
In November month, everybody was saying that India might reduce its imports, but we didn't see the way they were buying. We didn't see any drawdown in the imports. I think the main reason for that was because soft oils became too expensive.
Right.
Today, soybean oil is $200 premium over palm oil on a CNA basis to India, and sunflower oil is $100 premium. So that gave big boost to the palm oil. Palm was going to at its peak in terms of production. That was in the month of October, and stocks also we were going to see peak stocks of 2.5, 2.6 million tons. But we are now at a stage where production is going to slow down.
Okay.
In coming months till March, April, stocks are going to draw down, that is for sure.
Okay.
And we are going to see a big demand of palm coming up and stocks drawing down. That means boost to the prices.
Absolutely. So we are in Indonesia right now, and you know, everyone that I have been talking to, Sandeep, tells me that there is limited land, population is growing, demand is only going to grow from here. So what really is the game plan from here on?
See, for Indonesia, this year challenge was always our domestic prices here, for which the government came out with the mandates that we have to sell locally at an X price. But other than that, we also had the challenge of El Nino. Kalimantan, the other part of Indonesia, had a severe El Nino, and then production dropped. If you talk to the players this year in Indonesia, nobody has that kind of pressure to sell like we saw last year in this period of time, because everybody has stocks. This year, surprisingly, not a single party I met over this last few days here has said that they got enough oil to sell.
So only 20% of global palm oil that is produced is certified as sustainable. Rest, all of it is still work in progress. There are reports, as well as our experts tell us, that not too many companies in India as well are sourcing sustainable palm oil, certified that is. The number is very small, and it only is about MNCs doing it right now. But this is, as I said, work in progress, and the expectation being that soon it could be mandatory. There's really no choice here, and most of the Indian companies, whether it's about edible oils, pharma, cosmetic makers, will be looking at sustainable palm oil going forward. But with that, that's all the time we have on this segment. Thank you so much for watching.